Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. I am Sumaya Abubakar, taking you through the stories trending online that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today. Federal government renames Federal Ministry of Aviation. Court issues bench warrant against Amechi and Tonye Cole. Kaduna State revokes right of occupancy for McAfee's companies. And Spain to launch app that will tell wives if their men are doing enough housework. On top of what's trending today, we have the federal government who says the Federal Ministry of Aviation has been renamed as the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace of Nigeria. The Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika, made the announcement in Abuja on Wednesday, moments after the Federal Executive Council (FEC) meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari. Sirika explained that the alteration became expedient because it is on the exclusive list. He maintained that the future of aviation had experienced an advancement such that aviation and aerospace were intertwined, and Nigeria had the need to proactively set its policies to align with future occurrence. The minister linked the development to the establishment of the African Aerospace and Aviation University in Abuja. The federal government says the Federal Ministry of Aviation has been renamed as the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace of Nigeria. A netizen said, "For a country that don't even own an airline, good job, minister, good job." A lady said these two separate entities that would require huge funding for their innovative ideas. A guy asked, "Does it change anything? Will it make Nigerian Airways work?" A good question. Next on what's trending, we have court who issues bench warrant against Amechi and Tonye Cole. A bench warrant has been issued by a high court in Port Harcourt, the Rivers capital, against former governor of the state, Rotimi Amechi, and Tonye Cole, governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, in the state. Justice Chinwendu Nwogu also issued a bench warrant against Sahara Energy Resources Limited, Chamberlain Petersides, NG Powers, HPS Limited, and Semprop Satorian Management Limited, following a lawsuit filed by the Rivers State Governorship for alleged misappropriation of public funds against Amechi during his tenure as governor of the state from 2007 to 2015. Criminal charges were filed against Governor Nyesom Wike, constituted a 7-man panel in 2022 to probe Amechi over an alleged withdrawal of 96 billion naira from the treasury during his tenure as governor. They investigated sale of valuable assets such as Omoku Gas Turbine, Afam Gas Turbine, Trans Amadi Gas Turbine, Eleme Gas Turbine, Olympia Hotel, and the contract award for the execution of the monorail project. Though Amechi has insisted that he is not guilty of fraud, the Supreme Court dismissed his application challenging the probe. The bench warrant was issued against the defendants for failing to appear before the court over the criminal charges against them. A netizen commented, "Now, if these men face punishment from another country in the future, Nigerians will say tamper justice with mercy." A guy said, "But isn't it Amechi that went to church to brag that he has emptied treasury?" Someone said 96 billion. Just imagine if our leaders use our resources well. Nigeria will be among the finest countries in the world. Next on what's trending, we have the right of occupancy of 9 companies belonging to a former governor, Senator Ahmed Muhammad McAfee, has been revoked and also marked for demolition by Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State. Daily Trust reported that the notice of revocation and withdrawal of the right of occupancy has been served to the officials of the affected companies. The official notice of revocation was addressed to the director of Kane Properties, Plot 11, Murtala Square, Doka, Alhaji Ibrahim McAfee, who responded by saying, "Our lawyers will respond accordingly to the revocation and withdrawal of rights of occupancy of the company." Among the affected properties are 5 plots of Mogadishu, 3 plots on Kwato Road, and the Doka plot, in separate letters of revocation and withdrawal of right of occupancy signed by the Registrar of Kaduna Geographical Information Service, CADGIS, Mahmoud Aminu, said, "I have been directed to refer to the above right of occupancy and inform you that His Excellency, Governor of Kaduna State, has, in exercise of power conferred on him under Section 28, subsection 5A and B of Land Use Act 1978, revoked and withdrawal your rights and continued failure and contravention of covenanted terms and conditions of the right of occupancy." A netizen said, people who can't create jobs are busy causing problems and unemployment. To destroy 8 companies, it means that he will cause thousands of people jobless. A lady said, family matter. How did the former governor acquire those properties self? A guy said, when the rich fight each other, the poor suffers it more. Next on What's Trending, we have a man arrested for being in possession of human parts. Now, men of the Lagos State Police Command have arrested a man identified as Monday Alfred for allegedly being in possession of human parts. The suspect was apprehended on Wednesday, May 17th by a police patrol team along Oriokuta Old Shagamu Road, Imota in Lagos State. The suspect and his accomplice were spotted on a motorcycle riding on top speed, heading towards Shagamu from Imota. Immediately, they were stopped by the police for a search. Both men jumped down and ran into the bush. The police gave them a hot chase and arrested Monday Alfred of Isale Aye Araromi Mota, while the second escaped through the bush. The police searched Alfred and found 2 cut hands suspected to be human parts inside a liquid suspected to be alcohol in a plastic bucket. His motorcycle as well as his phone was confiscated, while efforts are being made to apprehend the fleeing suspect. A netizen said, it's only a lazy man that will want to make money by killing his fellow humans with the aim of being rich. God will keep exposing you all. Someone said, all native doctors must be arrested, investigated, and only the trustworthy ones must be allowed to practice in a particular area where their actions can be monitored. This is worse than insanity. A guy said, and you cover your face for what? You want him to continue with his business of selling human parts? Well, that's a good question. Now let's take a short break, and when we come back, you will see what a man has to say about cheating. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's Newsfeed. A man said loving and cherishing his woman is his responsibility. In his words, Bone Ibrahim said on social media that cheating on a woman who has given me kids is one thing I can never even think of. Loving her and cherishing her is my responsibility, so help me God. Interesting. Now, responding to the post, a netizen said, a man that knows the meaning and value, respect and love, God bless you. A guy said, Yoruba men don't run comot from the group jokes though. Another person said, it's me and this man that are remaining in this world that have this mentality. Okay, that's good. Next on What's Trending, we have lady who tackles makeup artist over badly done 35,000 naira makeup she got. Take a look.
I beg. Which one? I beg for waiting. See, guys. I beg, don't do. You don't do. I better not make it short. I'll cut for your head, though. Normally, I just come up for house this morning. So, okay, may I go studio? May I do my makeup? I dey see this Amani Beauty, whatever, Amani Beauty World online. I dey check her pages, like, the makeup, everything, they okay. I just can't say, okay, me and my younger sister, more branch, can't do makeup. See what this woman they do for my face. Not a woman, not a girl. She dey tell me, say, her jet don't off. Which one be calm down? Which one be calm down? Okay, madam, beg, not let me shout. So you see what your madam do for my face? I dey wait for her now. She don't come for store. I even they talk say maybe my own worst. Mona see my sister. Come close your eye, me see. Close your eye. See rubbish when I do for person face. See rubbish. I go pay 20,000 for this kind of makeup. 20 for me, 50 for my sister. I not try out. Your mother go call you, can't give my money. If you don't give my money, I go see waiting inside this store. Which kind of rubbish with that? Mona see. Who they do this kind of thing? Who should be a beg? I know you a beg. Your madam go give me money today. I go post this video, everybody go see him. Everybody, I go enter motor all the way from Upper, come first. You never done the post. Then your mother go give me money, I will delete the video. If you not give me, I go post them.
A netizen said, what is this? if you know that you're not that good in what you do, just be truthful and leave the charges till you are perfect. A guy said, the sis makeup looks like Amadioha. Sis, sorry. And someone added, this one is make down. Okay, not makeup, yeah? And next on What's Trending, we have Spain, who has announced plans for an app that will tell wives if their men are doing enough housework. The new app intends to address the gender imbalance of housework and will log the hours family members spend doing chores. Angela Rodriguez, Spain's Minister for Gender Equality and Domestic Violence, said her department is in process of developing the free app. The minister said it will enable men and women to log the number of hours they spend doing chores around the house. The government hopes the app will be released in the summer and will be unveiled as part of its co-responsibility plan. We women spend more time on domestic tasks than men, Rodriguez said, as reported by The Times. The minister was speaking at a conference in Geneva discussing discrimination against women. The minister presented a report at the Convention of Spain's Women's Rights. Rodriguez said nearly half of the women who took part in a survey by Spain's National Statistics Institute said they did the majority of the housework in their homes, meaning less than 15% of men said they did the majority of the house chores. This disparity has even caused legal rows in Spain. A netizen said, I hope there is also an app which tracks how much financial responsibility the women bring into the household. This joke has gone too far. A lady said, Nigerian men left the group chat and block admin. A guy said, technology is great. Anyone that has money and is wise had better invest now in technology. And lastly, onto a funny video of a dog that is into fashion. I mean, a fashion icon. Take a look.
They will pierce you. Don't fear special dog here. Sorry.
That's a slayer right there. And that is all on Newsfeed today on Trust TV. Follow us and subscribe to all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Bye.